It's Saturday and we are driving around today, checking out some new properties. Sometimes in business, when you are business partners, not just as husband and wives, but as business partners, miscommunications happen. And I came to these meetings not fully understanding what was going on. So I thought that these were property management deals. These were a referral from a homeowner that we work with. We rent his home. Mosin just told me that these are not property management deals, these are rentals. The issue for me is that I don't love the location. It's a bit further out from where we have some other properties. The location is very important. Some of our biggest groups are wedding groups and there just aren't a lot of venues out here. It's not, I don't think it'd be a terrible market, I just don't think it'd be the best, and I want to go into better markets. We've already learned from our first couple years of starting that certain places further out, like further from like the airport for example, just weren't doing well, so we're trying to avoid that. Mosin, what kind of bed in here you think? Queen? King? Just so I have a
queen goes with it.
Queen, yeah. It
Queen would fit
might
easily,
push
but
a king. This is a good size, yeah. Okay, so we don't need anything else, just hangers for there.
Yeah, just requires some cleaning. Bar here.
So
There's so much.
we can add
so
like
many bars already. So
yeah, you might not even need it. We can add like extra blankets, all the stuff in here.
Yeah, so this is interesting. There's actually two closets, right?
Yeah, that was mine.
Addition is fine aside from taking. We usually go with Rogers.
Yeah, Rogers is
Good
cheaper.
to know.
Be away from doubles. Queen in here is good. The queen bed set is already in here.
Two queens,
Yeah.
so you can use one for
One
this
here and
room,
one for the
that
other
room.
Okay. So there we go. Got all two bed sets we need. So couch set here, we need to add, and then maybe make this a game space. Accent chairs, and there's already a dining table over here. 2 more bed frames are needed upstairs, and 3 mattresses.
Overall, the house is great, and I agree with you. The only thing holding me back is location.
Yeah.
It's further out than what we want.
Now, that being said, we do have another house that's not that far from here. The one with the pool, like the farm one. But that one does well because it has a pool and it has this like very unique cottage feel, and it's property management.
Yeah, it's
So it
got a
just
ton
makes
of
sense.
land, so you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah,
And
people
it's got a
roam
lot of,
freely and
It's secluded, kind of.
Yeah,
You only have one
yeah.
neighbor, and on the other side you don't. So, yeah, it's really good for like privacy, noise. There's no noise issues there. You can be pretty loud without causing any issues. So that's what's kind of nice about that one. And that one, even without the pool, has been doing pretty well because it's pretty large.
yeah.
During the winter months when the pool's not open.
Yeah, so we'll see how today goes. I mean, it happens sometimes that we spend time on things and they don't go anywhere, or it's not exactly what we were looking for, but just coming out here, exploring the opportunity, meeting with a homeowner who has multiple properties could lead to other things. So yeah, we'll see. So this would go where?
You could potentially move this over
In the corner, yeah.
and have this couch over there. And then even have the dining over here instead, although it might look a little weird, but that could work. I just want a couch facing the TV, and you can
Yeah.
have a bigger TV, and then that might work. That's the only layout that's gonna
Yeah, yeah,
sense.
because there's
for
no
the
space.
existing layout.
Yeah.
Remove all this, and then we would need that repaired.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and little things here.
Yeah, there's some damage on this side too.
Let me see. So make note. Yeah, okay. And above the, or near the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this would need to be repaired. Just off its tracks. Even if it's a simple fix. have a significant expenditure in furniture. We don't buy used furniture on a 4-bedroom home, for example, like the first home you took us to. For example, let's say that home was empty, we would be spending $30,000 to furnish it. It would take us half the year to make back the money on the furniture and then to start profiting. So every deal we do, we're usually looking at multi-years, 2-3 years to be able to stay there for it to make sense for us. So for a deal where you're planning to sell the properties, I still have, the furniture is still going to cost me the same amount of money, so I have to have a lower rent for it to make sense. So the rents I'm going to say are going to be much lower, but it might still make sense for you if, you know, we're agreeing to leave at the right time and you can sell the properties and, you know, you don't face any issues on the way out and your property just stays in excellent condition because it has to for Airbnb purposes, right? All of the properties, we would need at least a 1-year contract. Like I could see us being okay with letting it go around, like, let's say end of December next year or something like that. At the bare minimum, we would need it for 1 year, just to make back something on furniture and stuff that we're going to spend, and moving costs and setup costs, because a lot of time and effort to do three properties, 5 units. We would start all of the properties sort of with a January 1st occupancy date. I would need 2 weeks free to set up the properties, so 2 weeks free on rent. So for January would be half a month's rent. Everything after is full month's rent. You still get first and last for each property prior to us getting occupancy. I would take over utilities, all the typical tenant things. What I would ask of you is to make the repairs, all the obvious repairs that are needed, like the holes in the wall, wherever there's like coloring, serious like pen or marker or whatever on the walls, like that would have to be fixed. Deep cleaning for each of the properties to be done. That's kind of everything going on my end. I know the rents are a little bit on the lower side, but I'm hoping you can also see that, you know, we can take over all of these units for you, manage them professionally, and kind of not be a headache. And, you know, we've got the capacity and experience and all that to do it too.
Can you tell our viewers what just happened?
We just got our biggest deal ever. 5 units, 3 separate properties, 2 cities.
That's true, it is 5 units.
It is 5 units.
Oh wow, and we just picked up another 2.
Our business just went from
So
16 units. We got a deal
15.
today. And now we just got 5 more units today.
So 21.
So today we got 6 units in one
And I'm
day.
in the process of talking to like 5 other people. So like this is a very nice,
We keep
fruitful
talking-
time.
We keep talking about going to the U.S., but you know, there's people.
We
with
will, we
properties
will.
around here too.
We will.
And
It's just
But
the universe wanted us to stay here.
and then we're gonna go on vacation.
Yes, it'll be a very rewarding vacation.
That's right. And by vacation, I mean we're gonna work every day while we travel.
Yeah, I know. We only took off our wedding in Greece. That was the one time I feel like we really fully relaxed, but that's okay.
But yeah, this deal almost crumbled to nothing. And I'm like, we can't let this slip through our fingers.
Because of
over
like
a few
$500,
$100,
yeah,
right?
per month.
Yeah, the guy's
Just pay it.
reasonable. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. You know what I liked
You know
about
what I
him?
mean?
I wanted to tell him, but I'll tell him someday. I really liked how every neighbor at all the houses we went to do a walkthrough at came and spoke to him. I've never really like seen that. He just has like a really good sense of community. You know he's a good person based on that.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
So good neighbors, good sign for us.
Yeah,
less
we'll get
trouble.
along well.
So that's great. Maybe
He's already
maybe
done
we'll be friends
Airbnb
with them
there.
too, and maybe
Yeah.
we'll start Airbnb
Airbnb
with
their
them
properties.
Too, so who knows? But
Yeah.
like I think this really opens up wide like a lot more connections.
Yes, it's
Like,
an
now we
ecosystem
have
of
multiple
people.
guys who know each other that are literally cousins of each other, and now you know. Cousins got more cousins. Opportunity on our hands, and we have a good reputation. We do what we say we're going to do, and we do it really well, and everybody can see we try really hard, and everybody wins, whoever works with us. So
That's awesome. Yay.
we're going to keep doing that. We're going to keep winning.
Good job.
Let me get a high five. Let me get a high five. Yes. 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 Let me get another high five. Okay, let me get a shake. Yeah, good boy.